James won as we have Milbrandt Wahluke Slope Merlot next. Stay tuned for this review. The first time I tasted a Wahluke Slope wine, it was a Syrah actually, and that was not here in the United States, but in Canada, in Montreal to be specific. And so for me, I'd been wanting to taste Wahluke Slope. So Washington is on the same coast as California, and yet the wines are so hard to find. But ultimately, that's why I love to explore. I seek out wines. I want all sorts of wines on my wine tasting table, because I can present them to you. And you can think about this in terms of what do you want to be tasting. Wahluke Slope, I think, is fantastic. In my mind's imagination, and you can look on a map, I'll actually put more information down below from the Washington State wines. And there's a map there, and you can look and see where Wahluke Slope is. So it's east of Yakima, and not so far east that it's north of, say, Walla Walla. So in my mind's imagination, it's near Walla Walla, but it is not. And so for me, I think it's a really fantastic place to do amazing red wine. So Syrah, Merlot, you do Cabernet there, and other wine varieties as well. So here, let me pour some into my wine glass. So this is a wine that actually surprised me because this is a 15.5% Merlot. I was really surprised about that, and I thought to myself, I may not enjoy this because it is such a high alcohol point. So let me tell you first, Wahluke Slope is a Native American term, and Wahluke means watering place or watering spot. And so Wahluke Slope is a watering spot slope. So when you go to Washington, most people go to Seattle and they think it's all going to be green in terms of what you look from the mountains eastward, and that's not the case. You have a really great region for growing wine grapes. So what we have here is Milbrandt Vineyards. I'll bring that a little closer so you can see that. Now this is called the Estate. Now this is a 2012 vintage Merlot Wahluke Slope Washington wine, 15.5% ABV. And here's the back label here. And what I like is you can actually take on the back portion here, you can take this off to remember this. And I think that's such an innovative thing to have on a wine label itself. I'll bring that a little closer so you can see that. Innovative, cool, and I think that's what it's all about. When I think of the wine category, when you think about how you see wines today, you want to remember them. Most people are not going to take a picture. There's many ways of offering remembrances of the wine you tasted, and this is one way of doing that. So first of all, the point score, this is 90 points out of 100 points. This really uplifts the wine based on the alcohol point, in my opinion, paired with this wine glass, which is very voluminous. Some wine writers, somms, don't like this style. I do. I think it's fantastic for red wine. So and this is bright red cherry, pomegranate notes, as well as what I call boot polish. James Halliday, the Australian wine writer, uses that term. I remember my first wine book that I purchased from him, he used that term quite a bit, and I like to characterize and use that because I totally get what he's saying. So in this additional notes of underbrush and violets. Next, the palate characterization. Black cherry, blackberry, dried rose petal. So on the finish, you're getting black pepper and dried rose petal, red rose petal. Because red rose petal to me signifies not just the floral characterization, but also pepper. And so this is again, 90 point wine out of 100 points. I'll put more information on this producer down below. And this is a $25.99 wine based on the website of the producer. Like button is down below, so please hit that button. I'd really appreciate it. And right up here is the subscribe button. So please hit that button. And the reason to do so is very simple. You're going to see the latest videos that I'm producing. Don't feel obligated to see them all. Just pick the one you want to see. Thank you again for watching today. Stay tuned for more. Santé.